Excel's Formula Helper. Okay, folks, just before we carry on with the rest of the lecture, I just want to, if anything, touch base and appreciate the fact that we have covered a lot of material on writing formulas. So, well done. As a beginner, it's not always the easiest thing to pick up and grasp new concepts, particularly in Microsoft Excel and particularly for writing formulas. So, hopefully by now, you would have picked up enough learning topics and concepts to gain that confidence to enable you to start applying what we've taught in the previous lectures to your own work. Now that brings me on to one of the most common issues for Excel formulas and beginners, and that is, which one do I use? Because, let's be frank, there are a lot of Excel functions, and you can't be expected to memorize every single one. So, it begs the question, which one do I use? Well, the good news is, this lecture will cover 2 Excel features that will help you to answer that question. Now, I collectively call this Excel's Formula Helper. So, the first feature is the Insert Function feature, and the second is Excel's Tell Me What You Want to Do feature. Now, the latter is only present in Excel 2016, so please bear that in mind, folks, if you're using an earlier Excel version. Also, even more good news, now that you're familiar with formulas, you will appreciate using these tools so much more, because rather than just use them and be done with it, you will actually understand how they're working. Okay, so the first feature we're going to cover is Excel's Insert Function feature. Now, this is accessible via the formula bar, and it's right here, Insert Function. Now, this is a real good way to help you search for functions in Microsoft Excel. So, let's just click on it and just quickly overview how it looks. Right, so we get this dialog box here. Now, in essence, it enables you to type whatever you want here, hit the button go, and it will give you a list of functions it thinks are relevant to what you want to achieve. That's it in a nutshell. And the good news is, once you've selected your function, it actually enables you to enter in the parameters via the dialog box. Now, this is a very friendly way of actually building an Excel function. So we're going to be looking at this via a worked example. The other feature we're going to use is called Excel's Tell Me What You Want to Do feature. Now, this is something that Microsoft recently added, and it's actually quite a good feature in terms of you can pretty much ask it anything Excel related, and it will give you a list of options it thinks can help you solve that problem. So again, we'll look at that via our worked example. Okay, so here I've got an example of a couple of numbers. Now we're going to ask the question, how do we round the numbers each to the nearest whole number? So, for example, here we've got 45.6265. So how would we round that to the nearest whole number? In other words, can we write a formula that can do that? Okay, so we're going to use Excel's insert function method and then see how we arrive at that solution. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is use your mouse and click in the cell where you want to start building your function. Then go to Insert Function. Right. So the first thing you need to do is basically type in a brief description of what you want to do and then click Go. Now, folks, you've got this bit here, which is basically a list of categories. And when you select each of them, it just brings up the relevant functions. Now, when you hit Go, it will automatically default to a category called Recommended. Now, I suggest that you leave it on the category Recommended when you hit Go. The reason being is 9 out of 10 times the function that you want is actually at the top of the list. And if it's not, then it's normally the one below it or the one below that. Okay, so just select all the text, press delete. So what do you actually type? Well, what I would suggest is keep it simple. So just put in the keywords that you want to do. So in this case, I want to round the numbers to a nearest whole. So there. I've typed in round numbers to the nearest whole. Then you hit go. Right. Now, as you can see, the category went to recommended, and it's given us the list of functions which Excel thinks is relevant to helping us solve our question. So immediately we can look at this function here called round, and the function is expanded here in terms of the two parameters and a little description here. So it says rounds a number to a specified number of digits. That sounds like something we want. So we click OK. Now, here's the really cool bit. Excel enables you to enter in the function arguments via this dialog box. So previously, we've been entering everything by actually typing it into the Excel cell. Now, you can still do that, and I actually recommend you actually carry on doing that because it's actually a bit quicker. However, for those of you who are still not comfortable doing it, or those of you who might actually prefer this method, then by all means, stick with it because it will do exactly the same thing as actually typing it into an Excel cell yourself. Okay, so the first argument is number. Now, you can see here that we've again got our description of what the function does, and it also explains the parameter as well. In this case, number is the number you want to round. So we can either click in like this, or we can use this symbol here, and what it does, it enables you to type in your actual cell that you want, or you can still click in as well. Now, some of you might prefer just to have this type of layout, and again, that's perfectly fine. It's whatever you're comfortable with. So we're going to click on this cell. As you can see, it updates C39. It also shows you the value of the cell that you've selected. Okay, so now we've got our number selected. Let's click in for the second argument, num digits. So this is the number of digits to which you want to round. Negative rounds to the left of the decimal point, and 0 to the nearest integer. So our question asked to the nearest whole number. In other words, nearest integer. So we would put in 0. Okay, now you might have noticed it's filled in the value 0 here, and it's also worked out the answer here, because 45.6265 rounded off to the nearest whole number is 46. We also get the same thing repeated here as well, formula result. So that's what we want, so let's press OK. There. And as you can see, our formula has worked out the nearest whole number for this value here. And if we double click, you can see we've got exactly the same style of writing that we would have if we wrote it ourselves manually. Okay, so I'm just going to drag that down and update all the rest there. As you can see, we have used Excel's insert function dialog box to build a formula, and then we've expanded it for the rest of the cells. So that's how you use the insert function feature.